need to think about the interval notation. That's all we know. As soon as we hear domain, x values interval notation. So, what I will say is, you can look at the graphs we've already dealt with, or Braden did a great thing earlier of where he just did a quick sketch to make sense of some things. If you know that you're dealing with an exponential growth, just draw a quick axis, or set of axes, right? The coordinate system. What does an exponential growth look like?
You start in the left and you go in the right.
Okay.
Start in quadrant 2.
So it starts in quadrant 2.
No, close to 0.
Okay, so it starts close to 0, the x-axis,
And goes up.
and goes up. What's a more mathematical say?
Infinity.
It increases, right? That's what I'm trying to get to. A more mathematical word to say it goes up is it increases. There is a very quick sketch of an exponential growth. What is the domain of that? What is the lowest x value?
Huh?
What is the lowest x value for my domain?
It's 0 or is it negative infinity?
But domain it is
0. Infinity.
It's negative infinity.
I don't know. It look
I
like
put
0.
negative infinity.
Yeah, it's negative infinity.
Raise your hand if you think it's negative infinity. Raise your hand if you're not sure. Okay? So, Trista, can you explain to us why you thought it was negative infinity?
No.
Cool. Caleb, can you explain to us why you thought it was negative infinity?
Because I'm going to the left first.
Okay, because remember, domain is about which values? The x. And so, where are the lowest x values found? To the left. Mia, what is that symbol right there?
Infinity.
No, that symbol.
Arrow.
So what's it going to keep doing?
Going to the left.
So then what's the lowest x value?
Negative infinity.
There we go. Key. What's the highest x value? Anybody want to question that, or are we all good on the fact that that's my domain? Okay, so what about range? 0 is the lowest y value? Did I? Huh? With a bracket?
Yeah,
Okay.
It is a bracket because you can equal 0.
Okay, so you say what you said again, Krista?
What about the bracket?
Yeah,
Oh, it's a bracket because you can equal 0.
because you can equal 0?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this.
Please don't
Hey, y'all need to stop and pay attention to this. So Trista's reasoning here was that it's a bracket on the 0 because it can equal the 0.
Right.
Okay? So I want you to think about this though. Earlier we said that y was approaching 0, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay. If it approaches 0, does that necessarily mean it equals 0?
No.
No. It's only approaching 0. But also remember, let's say I have something like 3 raised to, I don't know, negative 1. Remember, that's going to tell me to divide by 3 once, right? If I have 3 to the negative 4, I'm going to divide by 3 how many times?
4. Oh, yeah.
If I have 3 to the negative 1,000, I'm going to have 1, I'm going to divide by what? I'm not going to write all them 3s out, but my question is this. That's approaching 0, but is that equal to 0?
No.
So does it ever equal 0?
So no.
So no.
So at all, you cannot use 0 at all.
So it equals everything else.
So
That's dumb.
So you take the bracket away?
What do I put instead?
Parentheses.
And that's the importance behind the word approaches. Earlier we were talking, I was trying to get y'all to say y equals 0. I think someone said something about it approaching. Approaching and equaling are different. Right? If it approaches, it gets close to. It constantly is getting closer to it, but it never quite reaches there. If it equals, that's a whole different story. So y is approaching 0 there. So intercepts. And this is important here. Because if I never have a y value of 0, what kind of intercept do I never have? It's not that I don't have any intercepts. I don't have which ones? X intercepts. No x intercepts. Y does not equal 0, right? There's no x-intercepts because the y does not equal 0. What about y-intercepts? Do I have any of those?
Yeah.
What?
0. Wait, hold up.
How about you look back at your table and graphs from yesterday?
0.1.
Thank you, because a point, an intercept is always an x and a y. 2 values are needed, right, Caleb? So, Wasn't every single y-intercept 0, 1?
Yes.
Yes. Because remember, what is anything raised to the 0? 1. Right? It doesn't matter what the base is. Anything to the 0 is 1. Now, if you have other transformations, that can change, but when it's that basic exponential growth or decay, 0, 1, all right? In behavior for growth.
X approaches negative infinity, y approaches 0.
Which behavior are you talking about right now, Anaya?
Left.
So left-hand in behavior? So Caroline, can you explain to me why Anaya said as x goes to negative infinity, y goes towards 0?
Wait, what?
Can you tell us why Anaya said left-hand in behavior as x goes to negative infinity?
It's going that way.
So it's going to the left?
Yeah, so it's negative.
So
Right.
what's negative?
The infinity, no, I don't know.
You gotta say, I said it, the 0 on the line.
We need to pay attention to this.
If I'm going
Stop.
back on the 0 line.
Well, as the function goes to the left, what is that curve approaching? The what?
0.
What 0? It's approaching the x
Yeah.
axis, which is a y value of 0.
Yeah.
As the function goes to the left, as x goes to negative infinity, y is approaching 0. What about right-hand in behavior?
Would it be
X approaches positive infinity, y approaches.
Positive infinity?
Oh, we're not here early. Sorry, y'all. I thought we weren't getting out till 2:05. That's what they told us. All right, we'll wrap this up tomorrow. Hey, really quickly, don't forget.
Yeah.
You have the characteristics of polynomial homework due tomorrow. The characteristics of polynomials packet that I gave you all Monday.
Oh,
Yeah. Do I need to send out an email?
Yes.
As a reminder?
Probably not gonna read it, but you know. I'm gonna read mine. I can read it.
Go.
I'd say my email is.
These two papers, both of these?
Yeah. So I gave these on Monday.
I have a lot going on. You won't get me.
Run away and hide and do your math homework.
I wish I could.
Wait, again?
Yup.
This is the same ones that y'all were in yesterday?
No, you went.
Do we have new ones?
No, you was not.
From yesterday?
Yes.
No.
Oh my God, bro, go, man. Go. Tyson, shut up.
I was she would leave me.
Damn, big body. Big body, you bigger than me. Yes, you are. Just most. I'm a big homie, you bigger than me. Hey, most. Quit. I ain't got fat. I just got on the, I got fat, but I just got on the what's called the scale yesterday. 191. 91. Oh, you not weighing no 191. Who? You? Cause I weigh 196. I'm lighter than you. No, you. How can you 6'3"? So are you? I'm 1.
That's what I'm saying. At least I'm saying.
You gotta be like 210, right?
I said at least I'm not. That's a good 215.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
You're 1. Then I know you ate good on Thanksgiving. I ain't even eat like that. Cause I ate like that.
What? That's your algebra 2. It literally says algebra 2.
Am I getting that next year or am I junior year?
Junior year. You haven't taken algebra 1.
Yeah.
Unless you decided